Imogen, congratulations. Morning after the day before. Woke up this morning, saw the medal, culmination of a lot of work, a lifetime's work. How does that feel?
Oh, amazing. I mean, we're both knackered this morning. I think, there's so much preparation that goes into a race week like this, and at the Olympics the racing's really spread out as well, so there's a long time for that excitement to build, and then it was all over in what felt like a heartbeat. That race yesterday just flew by.
How much do you recall of the actual race? Have you got total recall on it, or is it just this big blur that ended in gold?
It's quite a big blur. I think a lot of points in the race it was kind of like, ooh, I think we're gonna do it. Shut up, brain. Do the race plan. It's been really nice watching it back. I think that's given it a lot more clarity and being able to be like, oh yeah, okay, I can relive this moment and feel like it was real and not just a dream.
When you say you watch it back, were you watching it back analytically, or were you just watching it back just to make sure it happened?
Oh, definitely the second one. That's the last time our event is going to be run. That's the last time we get to compete at an Olympic Games. So I think the time for technical feedback is over, and it was more a celebration and seeing the achievement.
How disappointed are you that lightweight crews won't get the opportunity to go again? It's going to be all these big fellas, isn't it?
I think it is a shame. It kind of opened the sport up to people like us who are a lot smaller. On a personal note, we do get to be Olympic champions forever, so it's sort of, on one hand, very sad, on the other hand, it's quite nice.
Let me ask you about that. Olympic champions forever. You're Olympic champions forever anyway, aren't you? I mean, why use the phrase former Olympian or former champion?
That's true. I guess in sport we're quite keen to always put our results behind us and move on to the next thing. I think sometimes it can be hard to sit and be really proud of what we've done because we always want to get that little bit better. So I hope that we take a bit of time this week and just sit in this glory, because I guess we've earned it.
And we spoke yesterday briefly. You want to go shopping? Tell us what's on the list.
So I promised myself I'd buy a pair of Louboutins if we got a medal. So next week gonna spend an obscene amount of money on some shoes.
And this is a promise you made yourself 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I did actually buy myself a pair of shoes. They were not Louboutins, but the design was called the Emily, and I was like, well, I'm sad, and this seems like a sign to cheer me up.
Do you think that the joy you're feeling now is enhanced because of the near miss, being so close 3 years ago? Or would you not really think about that and this is just its own event, its own medal?
I think the emotion on the finish line and on the medal ceremony was definitely heightened because of what we went through 3 years ago in Tokyo. It's a crazy story to have written. Not necessarily through our choice, coming away without a medal in Tokyo, but it made for a really exciting story, and this is the fairy tale ending to it.
And people were hanging this medal around your neck because of your form, because of what you'd won in the intervening time, but that brings its own pressure, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we've both been really good at kind of keeping the pressure away from us. We've been so internal, so focused on what we're doing. At the end of the day, we wanted to just make sure we did our best rowing from A to B and go as fast as we could down the track. And though we say we weren't being analytical of the race when we watched it back, I'm very glad that it was probably the best race we've put together, and I'm really proud of that.
Well, this is the place to put the best race you've ever put together. The eights later on today, men and the women, and that will wrap up the regatta. I mean, in general terms for British rowing, pretty pleased with the return?
So far, 2 golds, 2 silver, 2 bronze. And I've got all of my fingers and toes crossed for 2 more medals today. I think our women's and men's eights have really been riding the momentum that we have as a team, and I just want them to bring it home in style.
Is it the blue ribbon event, the eights, or would you totally and utterly disagree with that as lightweight?
I guess it can be the blue ribbon event now that we're gone.
Well, thank you both for speaking to us. Congratulations. Enjoy shopping and enjoy the rest of your Olympics.
Thank you.
Thank you.